Okay, so now I'm going to start the actual stream. I did just finish that planet. Sorry about it, guys. I had to put my machine through its paces because we had so many crashes last time. Trying to see if maybe I could get through this stream without any crashes. So far, I have been live for 20 minutes with no crash, so that is progress from last week. Thank you so much for joining again. Kyo, I see you. Thank you. Love you. Yeah. We are going to go and actually turn in that Rex's armor thing that's been sitting in my inventory for approximately forever. And I'm going to turn my volume back on because I had turned that off to troubleshoot. So far, no issues for over 20 minutes, so I'm just gonna go from here. And if I have an issue, save it for our technical director. Save it for Nathan.
We've got Erin on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core.
Fuck that guy.
I could tell as soon as I met him.
Oh.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
Alright, Shepard, don't be such a dick about it.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
That makes sense.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week.
Fuck.
Every damn one.
Fuck.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
So long, Rex.
Shepard. Shepard?
You found something.
I found this armor. Does it belong to you?
Let me see. Damn. This is it. Hard to believe my ancestors wore this piece of crap. But at least it's back where it belongs. Thanks, Shepard. I might be starting to like you after all.
Yay.
You getting soft on me, Rex?
Huh. Just because I like you doesn't mean I wouldn't kill you.
Fair enough. Well, let's see. Rex had some other stuff to talk about. Let's see if anybody else got some other stuff to talk about.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the lieutenant, Chief?
No, ma'am. And anyway, Scuttlebutt says he's already sweet on someone. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
You're lucky to have a close family.
Sorry, I forgot about your family situation.
Or lack thereof. Relax, Williams. I've dealt with it.
Asked me to clear a bunker of armed hostiles? No problem. Dealing with the foot in my mouth? Not so good with that. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did. Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen LY away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Interesting how you just, like, kind of excused the rapist at the same time as, like, shaming him, Ashley. Like, if you didn't try, I would think you didn't think she was hot.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Are you a fanatic?
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter, only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am?
Oh, hello, Tali. Hi. What do you want? What are you doing, Tali? Trying to get in my lab? Like my actual lab? Come on, then. Come on! Okay. Alright, bye. Oh, okay, hi. Apparently this is the rotating dog seat tonight. Oh, alright, so Ashley, let's talk to Garrus.
Commander, how are you?
Nothing new
I
to
gotta
say
go.
with Garrus, apparently.
Commander.
Let's check out Tali. Like, not this one, that one. Hi, baby girl.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Uh-oh.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
It's too quiet to sleep. You poor thing.
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Oh, you're homesick.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, There's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I probably served them. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I'm stuck on a wall. Let's talk to Liara first. I don't want to...
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
I mean, we don't live very long compared to you.
We don't have the luxury of time. And Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Are you sure you're interested in me, or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
I don't want to be locked into a relationship yet. I also don't want to be like, you're female.
The Lieutenant and I are just friends. Nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
No.
I mean, obviously I'm
you were
attracted
right.
to you.
There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
Just go with it, baby. Just go with it.
These things never make sense. They just happen and we get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
I'll keep you safe.
I am not looking for a protector. This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. I need some time.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
Of course. Have a seat.
We've played it pretty close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard. Commander.
That's not the appropriate way to address your commanding officer, Lieutenant.
Sorry, ma'am. Maybe I got a bad signal. And if you're maybe there's someone else you'd rather confide in. Ma'am.
All right, Alenko. Off the record, permission to speak candidly, cross my heart and hope to die. What are you talking about?
Dr. Tassoni, ma'am. There's a lower deck rumor that she's, interested in you. As more than a source of Prothean data. She's a very interesting lady. To my, tastes, but, I never claimed to be big on alien culture.
I don't want to choose right now.
You seem awfully worried about my personal affairs.
It's just that we don't have much downtime these days. I like being around you, but I don't want to take up your personal time.
Look, you didn't want to talk about Liara, did you? What's your real issue?
You're right. Sorry. It wasn't, Liara's not my main concern. I'm not questioning any decision you've made, Shepard. Let me be clear about that. It's just my experience that once someone lets something slide, it tends to pick up speed. Do you get my meaning?
You're talking about a particular example, aren't you?
You know the records about the biotic training out on Jump Zero? They're all classified. Because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
Yeah, right after the war. What? Why not the Asari? They're better.
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. To introduce himself, he liked to say, "I was at the helm of the dreadnought that killed your father."
What a bastard.
I told him my dad wasn't in the war. He'd retired to Vancouver. My family had an inland home that matured to new beachfront. Vernus had it in for me after that. He cut corners, pushed hard. I mean, you either came out a Superman or a wreck. A lot of kids snapped. A few died. The point of all this, I guess, is that when you cut corners, it's not always obvious who pays for it.
So why are you telling me this? Is there something I can do to help you get over it?
I'm 32, Shepard. You don't serve as long as I have without coming to terms with yourself. You also learn that if someone is special to you, you help them. Try to keep them from making mistakes.
Special, huh?
If I'm out of line, just say the word.
We're gonna play both sides of the field and see how this goes. It might go terribly. I might be locked in one way or another, but I'm gonna try it, and we'll see.
You're not out of line, Caden. But there are regs.
I get you, Shepard. I don't make a habit of complicating the chain of command. Just think about what I said.
We'll talk later, Caden.
I'd like that.
Technically didn't tell either of them that it was serious with either of them, and I didn't tell either of them that I wasn't interested in the other, so I'm not lying. Also, it's a video game. Why do I feel bad about risking people's feelings? Because I want to be a good guy. I always want to be a good guy. Let's talk to Joker.
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
That's a good plan.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet, if you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bone.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Ooh,
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Oh, there's nobody there anymore. What about over here? There's nothing there, but I can't do anything with it. Just Joker. Alright, let's take a look at some of these codexes. We got a lot of codexes here. Let's learn about some aliens.
The Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the second species to join the Citadel, the Salarians are warm-blooded amphibians with a hyperactive metabolism. Salarians think fast, talk fast, and move fast. To Salarians, other species seem sluggish and dull-witted. Unfortunately, their metabolic speed leaves them with a relatively short lifespan. Salarians over the age of 40 are a rarity. The Salarians were responsible for advancing the development of the primitive Krogan species to use as soldiers during the Rachni Wars. They were also behind the creation of the genophage bioweapon the Turians used to quell the Krogan rebellions several centuries later. Salarians are known for their observational capability and non-linear thinking. This manifests as an aptitude for research and espionage. They are constantly experimenting and inventing, and it is generally accepted that they always know more than they are letting on.
Okay. Extinct races we already
In
covered.
the early 2160s, the Alliance began aggressive colonization of worlds in the Skyllian Verge, much to the dismay of the Batarians, who had been developing the region for several decades. In 2171, the Batarians petitioned the Council to declare the Verge a zone of Batarian interest. The Council refused, however, declaring unsettled worlds in the region open to human colonization.
Oh, so we're always
In
colonizers.
protest, the Batarians closed their Citadel embassy and severed official diplomatic relations with the Council, effectively becoming a rogue state. They instigated a proxy war in the Verge by funneling money and weapons to criminal organizations, urging them to strike at human colonies. Hostilities peaked with the Skyllian Blitz of 2176, an attack on the human capital of Elysium by Batarian-funded pirates and slavers. In 2178, the Alliance retaliated with a crushing assault on the moon of Torfin, long used as a staging base by Batarian-backed criminals. In the aftermath, the Batarians retreated into their own systems and are now rarely seen in Citadel space.
You know, I know that the Batarians are slavers and all. I mean, we just fought one who's a slaver, but like... And that part is terrible, but like... They kind of got shafted here. We took their space and we're like, nah, you can't have that back. So like...
The Elcor are a Citadel species native to the high-gravity world Dakuna. They are massive creatures, standing on 4 muscular legs for increased stability. Elcor move slowly, an evolved response to an environment where a fall can be lethal. This has colored their psychology, making them deliberate and conservative. Elcor speech is ponderous and monotone. Among themselves, scent, slight movements, and sub-vocalized infrasound convey shades of meaning that make a human smile seem as subtle as a fireworks display. Since their subtlety can lead to misunderstandings with other species, the Elcor often go out of their way to clarify when they are being sarcastic, amused, or angry. Dakuna's high gravity impedes mountain formation. Most of the world consists of flat, open plains, which prehistoric Elcor wandered across in small family bands. Modern Elcor still prefer open sky, and can become restless and uncomfortable on long starship journeys. The Geth, the Hanar, are a Citadel species known for excessive politeness. They speak with scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech. All Hanar have 2 names. The face name is known to the world. The soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. Hanar never refer to themselves in the first person in conversation with someone they know on a face name basis. To do so is considered egotistical, so instead they refer to themselves as this one, or the impersonal it. Their homeworld, Kajay, has 90% ocean cover and orbits an energetic white star, resulting in a permanent blanket of cloud. Due to the presence of Prothean ruins on the world, many Hanar worship them, and Hanar myths often speak of an elder race that civilized them by teaching them language.
Interesting.
When the Asari discovered the Citadel, they also discovered the Keepers, a docile, multi-limbed insect race that seemingly exists only to maintain and repair the Great Prothean Station. Early attempts to communicate with or study the Keepers were failures, and it is now illegal to interfere with or impede Keeper activity. Because they are completely non-threatening, Keepers have become virtually invisible to everyone else. Similarly, they seem indifferent to other species, except for their tendency to help new arrivals integrate themselves into the Citadel. No matter how many Keepers die due to old age, violence, or accident, they maintain a constant number. No one has discovered the source of new Keepers, but some hypothesize they are genetic constructs, biological androids created somewhere deep in the inaccessible core of the Citadel itself.
Interesting. Interesting.
The Krogan evolved in a hostile and vicious environment. Until the invention of gunpowder weapons, eaten by predators was still the #1 cause of Krogan fatalities. Afterwards, it was death by gunshot. When the Solarians discovered them, the Krogan were a brutal, primitive species, struggling to survive a self-inflicted nuclear winter. The Solarians culturally uplifted them, teaching them to use and build modern technology, so they could serve as soldiers in the Rachni War. Liberated from the harsh conditions of their homeworld, the quick-breeding Krogan experienced an unprecedented population explosion. They began to colonize nearby worlds. Even though these worlds were already inhabited, the Krogan rebellions lasted nearly a century, only ending when the Turians unleashed the Genophage, a Solarian-developed bioweapon that crushed all Krogan resistance. The Genophage makes only 1 in 1,000 pregnancies viable, and today the Krogan are a slowly dying breed. Understandably, the Krogan harbor a grudge against all other species, especially the Turians.
Okay. 1 in 1,000. I mean, talk about some abortion numbers there.
Driven from their home system by the Geth nearly 3 centuries ago, most Quarians now live aboard the Migrant Fleet, a flotilla of 50,000 vessels ranging in size from passenger shuttles to mobile space stations. Home to 17 million Quarians, the flotilla understandably has scarce resources. Because of this, each Quarian must go on a rite of passage known as the pilgrimage when they come of age. They leave the fleet and only return once they have found something of value they can bring back to their people. Other species tend to look down on the Quarians for creating the Geth, and for the negative impact their fleet has when it enters a system. This has led to many myths and rumors about the Quarians, including the belief that underneath their clothes and breathing masks, they are actually cybernetic creatures, a combination of organic and synthetic parts.
So it sounds like the Quarians are not unlike the Romani people of Europe.
The Volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client race of the Turians. Centuries ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection. Erun, their homeworld, lies far beyond the normal life zone of its star. However, the world has a high-pressure greenhouse atmosphere that traps enough heat to support an ammonia-based biochemistry. As a result, the Volus must wear pressure suits and breathers when dealing with other species, as conventional nitrogen-oxygen air mixtures are poisonous to them, and in the low-pressure atmospheres tolerable to most species, their flesh will actually split open.
Gross.
Volus culture is tribal, bartering lands and even people to gain status. This culture of exchange inclines them to economic pursuits. It was the Volus who authored the Unified Banking Act, and they continue to monitor and balance the Citadel economy.
Alright, so we knocked out some of our codex entries. Let's go do some stuff. I guess I should check my journal and see where there is stuff to do. I don't think I... Maroon Sea Cluster. I don't know that I have that yet. Let's try and see if I have the Maroon Sea Cluster. Okay, let's start over here. So we've got local cluster. Picture this cluster. Tau. Hades Gamma. Maroon Sea. Oh, I do have Maroon Sea. Okay, so they said in Monado. Okay, so let's check out these other two first. Make sure we get everything off of them. And we'll go there. Try to figure out what's going on with these samples. Okay, let's see what's on this spaceship. It's too quiet, I don't trust it.
Enemy sighted. The ship's probably crawling with them.
Guess we don't have to worry about it.
Shields disabled.
Shield down.
I don't like the fact that Tali's not back up. There she is, okay. Alright, that's promising. Let's see.
Hostile contact.
Oop, there we go. There's another one, or two, or like 12? I mean, it's 3, but close enough. Great space. Shit. Get off of me. That's not good. Die. That's not good.
All patched up.
Keep saying die? I've never noticed that they say die before. I mean, I knew they said things, but I didn't know they said die. Oh my god, there are so many of them. over there. You die. You die. Right, Liara?
I'm ready.
Alright, Garrus is back up, which means these guys have all died. So many. Too many. Too many, too many. This is too much of a maze. I'm turned the fuck around. Okay, there's the next thing. Hate this. Hate this. Hate all of these. Giant husk-making machines. Husks? No, just more machines. Okay. And stuff to take, which I need. Ready to shoot, ready to shoot. Okay, nothing to shoot there. Alright. Don't trust it.
According to the log files, the ship was out near the Perseus Veil. Looks like they found some kind of alien artifact. They brought it on board, and then... This is really weird, Shepard. They plotted a course straight into the Perseus Veil, like they wanted the Geth to find them.
That artifact must have done something to them. Why else would someone fly into Geth space?
The entries don't make a lot of sense after that. It's like the captain's mind was falling apart. I don't see anything about how they got back into human territory.
The Geth turned them into husks and left the ship where someone would find it, trying to show us what happens to anyone who goes into the Veil.
That's fucked. How to get out of here? Yeah. I couldn't go in there, and I can't go in there. Okay. Alright. Alright. Yes, return to Normandy. Oh. Yawn very largely. Try to use my hands when there's a puppy asleep on top of them. This is my life. Scan the asteroid belt for things. Iridium. Gold. I'm rich. Guardian insignia. Yay. Alright, nothing else here. Zoom out. Oh, stop.
Looks like we've got an active distress beacon on the planet below, Commander. No message, just a locator signal.
Ooh, that's a pretty world. Verdant. That's a good word. Large and ubiquitous tufts of pollen. Oh, so it's Georgia! It's Georgia! No? Okay. Thought it was about to crash on me. Thought it was about to crash on me. Hey, it's Lex. How you doing, Lexi? We finished the last planet because I was using that to test and make sure that my ship wasn't gonna break today, so I could actually play. So far, we've been playing for an hour and 10 minutes with not a single crash, so that's great. Go fight some things. Where? Right there. Thorian creepers. Oh, is there a Thorian on this planet? Alright, we can fight these guys on foot and get more XP for it. There are more creepers up here. Awesome. You. Just get wrecked. You. Get closer. Oh, you're right there. You. Get wrecked. Guys, it really doesn't work to shoot him when he's on the other side of the armored vehicle. Have you learned nothing from watching action movies? I assumed that you have action movies. I guess you would call them vids, maybe. Shot him in the ass. Shit. Yes, they are intergalactic zombies that are possessed by a giant sentient plant creature that puts out these pollen spores that take over brains. on. I think I have a codex entry on them, and we can let them...
After the guest...
No. Secondary, maybe? Cancel races. Nope. Maybe it's back under primary.
Pharos is a habitable world in the Attican Beta Cluster.
That's where it was, but it's not there. Let's see.
After...
Nope.
In the...
Nope. Let me see. Oh, there is no codex entry on the Thorian. Yes, so the Thorian is like this giant plant that lives underground. It can actually absorb people. We saw it absorb a zombie when we were on Pharos. And if it doesn't absorb people, these like pollen dust particles that are floating around can actually, if you breathe them in, infect you and make you its mind thrall. And then you just do whatever the plant tells you to do. As I'm saying it, I'm going to hope that my ADHD husband who's playing Entertainment back at home, but that would be a really great D&D villain. Just realized it. Nothing. I don't want you to hear. Mineral down there, or shit, maybe it was up there and I just screwed myself. Get up over there. There we go. Ah, shit. Don't fall, don't fall. I'm falling. Yes, get some. Fucking spider car's falling. Whatever spider puppets. Tali has a Spider-Man theme song. Or a theme song based on a Spider-Man theme song. Because that's all I do in my spare time, is make up songs for my dogs. Tali goes, Tali boo, does whatever a Tali do. Can she swing from a web? Nah, she'd rather lie in bed. Come on, snuggle the Tali boo. It's not her best one. The best one is her Gummy Bears theme song. But I will take it. What? We're fine. Why are you freaking out, Tali? Not game Tali, not real Tali. Lyrical masterpiece, truly. It is not my best work, but I will take it. I think my current favorite piece of lyrical mastery is my take on Delta virus, because that honestly just sounds right, right? I'm gonna rickroll you and talk about having to wear masks again for frigging COVID because no one will get vaccinated. I think I'm stuck. I'm goddamn trapped. On this goddamn mountainside. Goddamn trapped on this goddamn mountain. Progress. Okay, I think maybe I can go up this way and die because I'm hitting the edge of the map. Yep. No, 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 no. Damn it. It does look though like I can go here. If I cannot fall on my ass. Car ass.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
I'm trying. Just gotta get out of this goddamn valley of shit here. And that did not work.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
We're just gonna return to the Normandy and then land again.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
I am not now. Thank you very much. I went back. Freaking started this shit over because I couldn't get off of this fucking trap that was set for me by the game developers. On the other side of that mountain. Let's see. Okay, so you're car doesn't fit. Erin. Recover ancient debris. Escape pod is half buried in material that is washed down from mountains. Though it has obviously been here for centuries, the computer still has power. Linking in with your hard suit, you recover a branch of files containing data on the Thracia colony. Debris, and then we will go to the science facility. Get back out without having to go all the way back to the ship. That was annoying. Look at how this landscape looks. As much as I really hate the go find it parts of Mass Effect 1 where you have to drive around. Go hiking here. I would camp here. Now, when you camped here, this is clearly where you become like a ritual sacrifice in a Swedish horror film. But it is still beautiful. No matter how much of a ritual sacrifice you might have to be in order to see it everywhere. Grass, you can drive on it. It's beautiful. There's grass. You can not constantly guaranteed, but usually it's a pretty solid area. No, why am I turning around backwards? Damn it, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna have to fight my way back up this mountain. Try and find that debris, which is not supposed to be that high up, it says. Oh, because I'm going the wrong friggin' way. It says it's right there. Where the frig is this? It says it's like in basically a little valley area. Alright, am I closer now? There's supposed to be like a little valley area that's a little valley top there. Ish. Is this what I'm seeing on the map here? Yeah. Okay, it says right there there's a freaking little valley. Yeah, see, it looks like I should be going right on that valley to get to that, like, low point there. Lower point. I guess it's higher than where I thought. That's gonna be bigger that I can get out of. That's gonna be maybe a spot I can get to. I'm gonna fall down into the crater. That I'm not gonna be able to get out of, most likely. Okay. I got out of that crater, so that's good. We can get that debris from somewhere. There's gotta be a way to get there. There's gotta be. Falling everywhere. Alright, Erin, back out here. Stop and try to assess the path. So we are trying to get... That is the right direction. So I think what I was looking for was on the right direction. Like, right there looks like something. It really does. It looks like this should be a little path to get to it. Just follow the mountain path here. Looks like that should be the way to get to what I was just seeing. Also pretty sure that's where it just came from. And there was nothing up here. Yeah, this is the area that I thought it was likely to be. And there was nothing to do aside from more traffic. More death. And we're gonna get stuck in a freaking crater again. Of course we are. No. We're gonna try to go up that. Okay. No. Up that way. No. That way. Yeah, we're gonna try and go up that way. And that's not gonna work. Okay. We're gonna get stuck in a place that I really can't even see what I'm doing. Great. Oh, this is fun. I am stuck in a crater. Oh, let me out of here. Oh, wait, no. There's gotta be a way to get out of this second. Okay. We started to make some progress on the turn there. There we go. Yeah. Alright. I got out of the hole. Now I just have to somehow get my sorry ass up this goddamn mountain so I can collect that debris. You know what? Is there a better way to do this on the map? Like, there really goddamn isn't. This looks like it should be the way. Ugh. No, stop falling down the mountain. Stop it. Stop it. I'm just trying trying to assess how to get there. Ugh. That's the way that I came up, and I got up to there, and I came across there to here, and it's supposed to be up that hill, but there's really not a great way to get from here up to there, because everything is too steep. I wonder if this is just like something that when they built it out, they forgot to include the last little bit that will let you get there. I can't seem to make that little bit of a climb work. So close. No, that's too far down, too far down, too far down. That's definitely not gonna work. Oh, no, don't go back in the crater. Go back in the crater. Alright, I'm about to give up on this debris. Like, it's not a battle. It's just some little toy thing. Maybe a codex entry. I cannot figure out how to get up this hill. I cannot. I'm very frustrated. Alright, let's try again. Let's come out here. Okay. Look at the mountain. How do we get up, like, there? That's exactly where I should be going. So, it is not that thing, which you can't see now because it's blades of grass on the ankle. Right, that thing way up there where it looks like that might be something. That is not it. I have been there. It is not it. So it's further over that way. How the fuck do we get further up that goddamn mountain? Like, this is the path that I traveled to get up to there, which allowed me to get over to there. That's the goddamn crater I got stuck in. But then I can't get up that last little bit. I'm giving up on it. I can't figure out how to get up there. I'm gonna go over here. Just gonna go try the science facility next. Maybe I can actually get to the science facility. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just gonna get stuck with this car that we turned. This mountain range now. I hate these goddamn stupid mountains. Trying to lose my shit. If I get up here and I turn around and look and I see the path to get up to that debris, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, I still don't, so that's better. Oh, it's right there. I had to go further over that way. Well, damn it, now I jumped out of the car. And now I fell down the hill. Alright, let's try that. And maybe I'll see from that vantage point how to get over these mountains to get to the science center. Alright, we're gonna make this one, guys. There will be progress. no. Is it down another giant? Yep.
Heading to position.
You better be worth it. Damn it. Look, and then there's a little path from that debris right here to get up the mountain. If I can land on this friggin' path.
Secured.
Alright. This was hard enough to friggin' get to. Let's save. Yes. I am not doing this planet again. It's very pretty and very terrible. Alright, let's see. Ooh, an upgrade kit. Ah, yeah, that's a thorium husk there. I think it's a bitch to kill. Here come a bunch of these fuckers. Like right here. Nope. Right there. Into it. Alright. Sometimes I'm actually good at figuring out how to strategize and use my powers. It's rare, but it does happen. Any more red triangles, so that's promising. Locked crate. Here. No, not in here. Unless those things are full of people. In which case, gross.
Rescuers? Oh, thank God. See? I told you somebody would come to investigate that signal. My name is Dr. Ross, Chief Exogeny Researcher at this facility. We've been trapped in this room for days. We're almost out of food and water. You got here just in time.
What happened?
I need to know what's going on. Why is this place crawling with Thorian creepers?
How do you know about the Thorian?
I know what Exogeny was up to. I saw what they let the Thorian do to those colonists, so I destroyed it.
Our secret's out then. No point in my lying. You already know the worst. The creepers here were created using altered samples from the specimens on Pharos. We discovered a way to turn them into docile, obedient servants. Everything was going fine until a few days ago. Then all the creepers suddenly went berserk. Only a handful of us made it back into the safety of this room.
Yeah, that might have been me when I killed the Thorian. They might have gone berserk, but like, you shouldn't have infected them with shit. So like, you're still an evil corporation and I'm still trying to do my best.
Why didn't you send a clear message asking for help? All we had was that signal from the emergency beacon.
This is a closed communications base. Exogeny was worried about someone on the project selling secrets to a rival firm or reporting our work to the authorities. We have no direct communication with the outside, only the emergency beacon. It sends a general distress signal to the Exogeny site on Pharos. They're supposed to send a team to respond inside of 24 hours, but it sounds like they had problems of their own.
Gath, I guess you could call a problem.
Any chance some of the other people at the base might still be alive?
I doubt it. Too many creepers out there. They never stood a chance. We're the only ones left.
Any idea why they turned on you?
Maybe there was still some kind of link between the creepers and the Thorian back on Pharos. The Thorian was unlike any other life form we've ever studied. I can't explain how, but maybe when it died, it somehow set off the creepers here.
I've heard all I need to.
Look, I know what we did here was wrong. I'll admit that. But it's over now. There's no sense reporting this to the authorities, right?
You were in charge of this project. The safety of the staff was your responsibility. They trusted you, and you betrayed that trust.
Be reasonable. I didn't mean for this to happen. Besides, how does it help anyone if I end up in jail? Normally Exogeny would have my back, but it sounds like they're going to have their hands full cleaning up the mess on Pharos. But I've got money. A nice little emergency fund I set up. It's yours if you let us go.
No.
The victims here deserve justice.
I don't need money.
Not to take you in.
I need you to not be a shit.
That's not going to happen. Open fire. Open fire!
It is. 2010 character. Yep. I was thinking Ruby Rose when I made her, but I think for sure. Okay, I mean, there's no reason to linger, but...
I think we're good, Shepard.
I want stuff. Thank you. Yes, I am happy with my Commander Shepard. Metagel. Oh my god, when my work Slack stop blowing up, it is past work hours. Oh, that's the wrong way. Shit, I went the wrong way. If you really check out these bases in Mass Effect 1, you can see kind of where BioWare got the idea for the constantly repeating dungeons in Dragon Age 2. Everything's the same, just with a little bit different trapping. Unfortunately, even like the ground color is the same in all of them, and red in all of them. Yeah, it's honestly very neat to kind of see the progression of how their games go. This one does not have all of the like love interest options that you see in the Dragon Age series even. So you have one straight romance option, one for each gender, and then one that can go either way and is very femme presenting. Oh no, they're not exactly the same maps. So in Mass Effect you have like one big room and then a little hallway and then another big room and then a little hallway that branches off into two smaller rooms. In the dungeons you generally have like a straight shot and then there's a little room here and then a little room here and then a big room kind of in the back middle. For Dragon Age 2. And obviously I have not played that game too much, as evidenced by the fact that I don't know anything about it. One of Matriarch Dillinaga's writings. That might be that whole collection completed. It's just the same theory. It's not the actual same map. But I did have a thought the other day about just like making dungeon maps for like Dungeons and Dragons and then just selling the maps like with like the traps pre-built in. I wonder if people would buy that. Okay, that's one I can land on. We'll come back to that. We'll do that last. Platinum. That's even better than the gold. Wow, that's a pretty planet. Over 120 moons. Yeah, someone once told me that you could see like sparkling things if there was something an asteroid belt. I don't think there actually is. You just have to scan for them. Prothean data disk. Take that. Thank you. Oh, did I scan you? Ice dwarf planet. It's unusually large. Krypton and Xenon. Okay, and then this is the planet for me to land on? Yeah. Land on. Land on. That's my southern route showing. Oh no, we got more Thorians, I bet. We got that pollen floating in the air. Anomaly. What does that say? Civilian structure. Civilian structure. Science facility and debris. Okay. Anomaly first. That's how I do. What looks the least important? Let's do that first. Oh, you can only take 2 people with you. So your shore party can only be you and 2 others, unfortunately. There are missions in later games where the whole crew is able to go with you. But we'll get there when we get there. That's Mass Effect 2, so... I think I'm actually almost maxed on levels for Mass Effect 1 at this point, so... Mass Effect 2 should be happening sooner rather than later, but I got a lot of stuff left to do, and I'm very completionist, even if I've already played the game like 20 million times before, so... not stopping from doing the shit that I've got to do. You can only pick 2 people, and you really want to try to have a good balance of tech skills, combat skills, and biotics. I don't want to get in this giant hole. Because that's how you're gonna be able to actually fight people the best. Tech skills, though, in this game are kind of the most important, which makes sense. Yeah, I know, it's fun. The biotics are the space magic. And the biotics just get better and better with each game. In 1, they're a little bit stifled, and there's not as much that you can do with them. It is much more clearly designed to be used in conjunction with, like, pistols or tech and not function on its own. But as you get into 2 and 3, the biotics really become kind of a force of their own. And you can do a lot more with them. Like right now, I have
back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area,
which they say rips people apart on a molecular level. I have that fully upgraded, but even still, I was using that on the Thorian creepers, who are really like low-level bad guys, and it was enough to do a little bit of damage, but not enough to like incapacitate them. I'll show you again the next time I get a chance to fight somebody. But into 2 and 3, your biotics really become much more of a balanced class with the other classes. And, like, how you can do things. Alright, fine. I'm gonna fall down this fucking mountain again. Hate this system with all of its mountain ranges. If I were hiking, I would love this, but I'm not. I'm trying to beat a video game. I shoot the mountain apart. does create a tree, which is something that's new. They added that in Legendary Edition. You still can't get the friggin' mountain. Very annoying. Boom. Alright, I fell down. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, I am literally telling you to turn. Why are you not turning? Thank you. The land here, so I can figure out how to get to that goddamn anomaly that's up there. There is a green spot over there, but I don't think I can drive right up that green spot. I think it's too steep. Even though usually if it's green you can drive up, is the Alright, hey, that worked out better than I thought it was going to be quite honest with you. Ah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Giant space pyramid. Ancient aliens, that's right. But what if aliens? Probably a bit of both, honestly. Pyramids are mysterious. So if we're trying to make a mysterious ancient culture, we should build a pyramid. One of the plans actually for tonight, if I couldn't get Mass Effect to work and it kept crashing out on me, was that I was going to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey? No, not Odyssey. Origins. I think that's the one in Ancient Egypt. Again. For the stream. As like a test to see if it was Mass Effect crashing it out last week. But that doesn't seem to be the case this week. We seem to be playing just fine. So we can continue our space theme. Ah! And crash down mountainsides, you know. Drive over cliffs, crash down mountainsides. That's what I'm good at. Not know how to navigate myself out of a giant crater. I'm good at that.
Looks deserted.
So that once I finish my Mass Effect playthroughs. Okay, yeah, so this is the space magic. So warp literally tears people apart at a molecular level. And this guy's literally just a human who's like been infected by electronics, basically. And I throw that at him and it does a little damage, but he's still alive.
How horrible. The entire colony must have been transformed.
And again, we are shooting at someone on the other side of an armored vehicle, guys. That's never going to work. Literally never. Hey, my guy, how about you die? You won't let me save. Okay. That's a lot of things that I don't want to fight. Can, however, throw into that does something. Lift was definitely not what I wanted to use, but that's okay. Singularity. Can use that and throw the sword in the air. Overheat my gun. This map is actually more like the Dragon Age dungeon map. Well, Dragon Age 2 specifically, because 1 was much more creative in its dungeons. It is great for support. It is great for support, which is why I run with my squad here, who is, like, he is pretty much all combat and then some electronics, and then she can literally, like, hack any AIs and disable, basically overheats enemies' weapons and then disables, turns everything into a big bomb. And that keeps them from using any of their abilities. And yeah, so that's great. You missed me talking to the space. There is a way to get up there, which is really hard though, because like you can't actually jump in this game. Like there is no jump queue. There we go. You just have to like hit it at exactly the right angle for it to let you climb up there. Also, I do have grenades for all of these massive groups of people, but I always forget that I have grenades. So, that's an upgrade that I hate. So it used to give you, if you were full of Metagel and couldn't take any more, before they rolled out Legendary Edition, it would give you either gold or Omni Gel, which you can use to repair your tank. Instead of just saying, oh, you get 4 Metagel that you can't use. They don't do that anymore, apparently. Just vaguely frustrating. You okay? Alright. Let's take out this base. I don't like that it's not protected from the outside. That does inspire a lot of confidence as to what I'm gonna find inside here. Not the worst. I've seen worse. Hold on, that's the issue. Are you blocked, first of all? Are you still blocked? Oh, there are a lot. Okay. It just didn't look like there were a lot for a second there, but there are. No, I don't want a singularity on one. Theoretically, one more left. Okay. Alright, so theoretically you guys are all dead. Amps. Amps are always good. Okay, that door doesn't open. Let's just make sure there are no other things on like that shelf right there. Nothing. Okay. Okay. Alright. So. A troubleshot for... Troubleshot. Well, we've all had a troubleshot sometime or another. I troubleshot for the first 15 minutes, and it's saying that I've streamed for 2 hours, and it is now 8:30, and I have not yet eaten dinner. So I am going to leave you lovely people here at this point. And next week we will finish this off and figure out what the fuck Cerberus is up to on this planet. And then we'll go to Noveria and figure out what the fuck all of those giant evil corporations are up to. So join me next week if you want to see me take down some giant evil corporations. Yeah? Awesome. Thanks so much for joining me. Love you guys. Have a good day. Good night. Good week. And when I see you next time, I will be a year older. Yay! Mwah!